Literally, the moment that I threw that stuff away was the moment the enemy was like, oh, you think it's that simple? You think it's that easy? You think you can open yourself up to us and then just walk away? No, no. When I tell you immediately, I immediately began to have the worst sleep paralysis I have ever had in my life. Now, keep in mind, I told you in the beginning that I had experienced it
Yeah.
as a teenager.
Yeah.
It literally felt like Satan had sat on top of me. Like the worst fear that you've ever felt in your life started with that first. I experienced everything from my clothes being pulled, my hair being pulled. I was seeing static figures. I was seeing orbs. I could not use the bathroom with the door closed. I couldn't even close my eyes in the shower to wash my face. Okay. I was being tormented every single night for months.
Every
And I would be too afraid to go back to sleep. One night, keep in mind, I had done some research after being, dealing with all these attacks. I had done some research. I'm like, okay, I need to keep some sermons on, keep some praise music on, something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was sleeping with the light on, like a little lamp in my room. The TV was on. I woke up to pitch dark. The light was off. The TV was off. Immediately when I woke up, I felt that fear. I knew something was there. I turned the TV back on, turned on a sermon. I grabbed the cross around my neck and I just kind of dozed back off. Immediately as I dozed off, I almost went into this vision, a spiritual vision. You ever seen, well, I don't know if you've watched horror movies before, but do you?
I have.
You remember the horror movie, The Ring?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I experienced in this vision. Literally, I saw nothing but a door. And then I saw the back of a woman's head, like she literally like floated in front of the door to the point where her hair shook. The door swung open and there was a person standing in front of the door. The moment they came in contact with her, they became decrepit, like in the ring, and literally their face was distorted and they died.
Mm.
She immediately, when that happened, came out of that vision and on top of me in my room. No lie, I was not dreaming, okay? She began to dig her nails into the back of my hand that was grabbing the cross, like digging them into the back of my hand. And I just began to say, King of Kings, Lord of, I couldn't say it with my mouth because they kind of
Yes.
cripple you.
Yes.
But in my head, I was saying, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And it did not want to let me go, but it eventually did release me.
Wow.
I immediately sat up, turned on my light, grabbed my Bible, began to sing, praise, read the word for probably like an hour. It was still in the room. I saw a static figure in front of my door.
Hmm.
I guess it got tired of, me praising.
Yeah.
And they saw I was not going back to sleep.
Yep.
It literally turned into a ball of light and flew past me out of the room. But the moment that it flew past me, my entire body, I don't even know I can't even really explain this in words. Okay. And Ezekiel, I cannot explain in words how this fear came over my body to the point where my entire body reacted and I couldn't control my body. Like my entire body began to vibrate and shake and I could not control my body. And it didn't even touch me. It just flew past me out of the room. So when I tell you that the idea that something like that would have access to me eternally, like there's no way.
Hmm.
There is no way.
My gosh.
So imagine experiencing that level of fear, that level of attacks for at least 3 months every night. And that's what I went through over and over and over. And so I went to every place I thought would be able to help. And the Catholic Church was one of them.
Hmm.
because that's what you see on the horror movies, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
So I would go to the Catholic churches. I was calling our churches. They didn't know what to do.
Wow.
They didn't know how to help me.